Hey everybody, I'm here today to do a review of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, okay? This will be a review and first impressions video because I just recently got this and I've only used it a few times, and I'm telling you that every Switch owner needs one of these. Every single person that owns a Nintendo Switch over here needs one of these things. Now let me go over my review and I'll tell you about what I think about it, having only gone onto this train right now in the last couple of days, essentially. First and foremost, it is one of the best feeling controllers that I've ever used. Now, granted, I've only been in portable gaming for the last few years. I grew up playing lots of consoles, N64, SNES, NES, blah, 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 Sega Genesis, you know, but essentially, in the last couple years, I've mostly been in portable consoles. I have a Game Boy Advance SP, AGS 101, which I love. I have the Nintendo Switch and I have the Nintendo 3DS right now. Those are my main things that I play, okay? But I still remember what great, controllers felt like. Like, when the PS3 controller first came out, I thought it was amazing until I felt this. This is absolutely astonishing. And yes, PS3 is essentially the last, home console, docked console that I own. And I still own it. I just don't play it anymore. But, I held my PS3 controller and I held this and I just like this better. I feel like the weight is perfect. I've tried some of the other lighter controllers and they feel a little bit too light. Now, granted, they're a little bit cheaper. This was quite expensive, was quite pricey. It was like between buying this and buying a new game. And I was like, okay, a game I'll beat and I'll use it for, I'll play the game for 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 hours, whatever the case is, I'll beat it and then it's done. Whereas this, I'm probably going to be using this for like the next 10 years. So I thought, this is a good investment because it's more universal. Okay. With regards to the placement of the buttons, of the sticks, of the D-pad, of everything, absolutely incredible. The buttons are soft enough that they're not going to hurt your finger when you press them. Okay. But they're also tactile enough. Like I look for a tactility in a controller. I like to know I'm pressing the button. They're far apart enough that, you're not going to press both buttons at the same time. I can even push it like this on an angle. I'm not even close to pushing the B, right? However, they're also close enough that you can go back and forth really easily with very little effort. The actual thumbsticks feel absolutely amazing. Great range of motion, in my opinion. The D-pad is great. I like these one-piece D-pads instead of the ones that have like 4 individual pieces. The L and R buttons are nice and tactile, but at the same time soft. And overall, it just feels great. With regards to battery life, this thing is amazing. I charged it fully one time. I used it to play for a few hours. I was probably playing for 2.5 hours after my kids were all in bed and my wife was doing her own thing. I was like, okay, I'll play some video games. I'll try out the controller. Probably played for 2.5 hours. Maybe it was closer to 3 on the higher end of things. And like, it didn't even make a dent in the controller life. It's like, this thing is amazing, right? Now, up until this point, I've owned my Switch for as of the filming of this video. It's going to come out probably a few months after I filmed it because my schedule is pretty packed with content. I have lots of content scheduled out. But I think at the time of filming this, I've owned my Switch for roughly about a year, maybe a year and a little bit, give or take. And I've literally used the Joy-Cons the entire time. I've used the Joy-Cons like this because, I use it mostly in portable mode just due to the fact that I'm a father of 4 and I'm a very involved husband, a very involved father of 4 kids. So like, I don't have that much time to play at home for the most part. So I'm always playing on the go whenever I get an extra 10 or 15 minutes when I'm out and about doing things. So I've been using the Joy-Cons. However, even at home, I've been using that thing that it was included with the Switch. It's like the little thing you slide the Joy-Cons in. And I was like, you know what, it feels okay. I just kind of lived with it. I was like, yeah, it feels good. And then I touched this thing and I was like, what on earth? This is absolutely amazing. It's like I kind of got used to just that mediocrity that I didn't get a chance to feel this incredibleness. And you know what? It's absolutely amazing. I just love the way that it feels. It really, truly makes gaming more enjoyable. I love playing games no matter what the situation is. Whenever I get a chance to play them, I love playing them, but playing them on something like this is just that much more enjoyable. That's it. That's my little review and first impression of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Like I said, coming from a person who, I'm fairly frugal, so dishing out the money for something like this was like a big deal for me. Okay, I know people might tear me up in the comments saying like, you have no reason to be frugal. You know what? I am. It's how I am. It's how I was raised. So dishing out a good amount of money for a controller, it was a big deal for me. But in my opinion, it's totally worth it. So coming from someone that's really frugal saying that it's completely worth it, that's a big deal. So that's it. I honestly think every person would benefit from buying one of these. I just like it that much. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.